Hope all of you are staying safe and fine. So today on behalf of the Ahmed Dean Tubi University and the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, I welcome you all for this 2 days national seminar on research methodology in association with IEI, Institution of Engineers India Students Chapter and IEEE Student Branch. I pray the Almighty to be throughout this event to make this a grand success. At this juncture, I would like to thank the management, the Chancellor, Sir Dr. Ramachandran, the Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Rajesh Ramachandran, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Colonel Dr. G. Tiruvasagam, the Registrar, Dr. M. Jayaprakash Vail, the Joint Registrar, Mrs. Sankita Albin, and our Dean Ma'am, Dr. T. Sashilata, to providing us a wonderful opportunity to organize this program. Now I request Dr. P. Shivaperumal, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, Ahmed Dean Tubi University, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to everyone present here. I would like to welcome our beloved Dean Dr. T. Sashilata. She is a great support to us. I welcome you, ma'am. It is a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome the guest of today's seminar session, Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna, former Director of ASTE. So thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitations and delivering the lecture in the seminar on research methodology. I welcome you, sir. I welcome our colleagues and all the participants. The focus on the topic of artificial intelligence enabled research methodology, the roadmap to national education policy. On behalf of Amit Dean Tubi University and our Department of Electronic Engineering. So once again, I welcome you all and thank you. Now I request to Mrs. R.K. Badmashni, ma'am, to continue. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now we request our Dean Ma'am, Dr. T. Sasilada, Dean Academics, Department of EEE, to deliver the inaugural address.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Respected speakers, Dr. Manpreet Manna from Patiala, former director of AICTE. Then another speaker, Dr. Preeta Sharan from Oxford College of Engineering, Bangalore. Distinguished participants from various organizations, dear coordinators, our Ahmed EEE faculty team, other department faculty, and other faculty members from various organizations. Very good morning to all. The Department of EEE is organizing 2 days national seminar on research methodology on today and tomorrow in association with the Institution of Engineers India Student Chapter and IEEE Student Branch. On this occasion, I extend my appreciation to the coordinators of this event because this program, this webinar is the need of the hour. We are in the pandemic situation. Of course, we have enough time for doing research. I'm confident that this webinar will give very good takeaway to the research scholars, faculty members, and students. Also, I'm sure that the webinar will kindle young minds to do innovation and research on latest technological advancements. There are a lot of funding opportunities available in government sectors. There are a lot of fellowship schemes available for the UG and PG students and research scholars. With the support of good proposals, definitely the research scholars and faculty members will grab the funding opportunities from government organization. You know, research methodology is very, very important because the researchers can find out a problem, but for the problem, they are supposed to give some solutions using various methodologies of research. Definitely, the research methodology is the best method to solve the particular problem and it gives accurate results. So selecting the research topic is a very big challenge even how to explain about the topic, how to find a solution, that is also a big issue. So I think these issues and challenges will be addressed by the eminent speakers who are available here. The first session is handled by Dr. Manpreet Manna from Patiala. He is the former director of AICTE. On behalf of our Amat University Management and our Vice Chancellor, Register, and all the members of faculty, I would like to welcome sir, along with the Madam Vatmashini Madam. And also I would like to welcome the second speaker, Dr. Preeta Sharan. She is not new to our Amat University. She always will give lectures. She will take more sessions. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
I welcome all the participants. So definitely, this wonderful webinar will give good takeaway for doing research and getting into funding opportunities and challenges. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. G. Tenmuli, Professor, Department of EEE, to introduce the chief guest.
Very good morning to one and all present here. It is my great privilege to introduce our expert speaker of today's session in 2 days seminar on research methodology. Dr. Manpreet Singh Manna, former director, AICTE. He is graduated in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Mysore University. He did his Master of Engineering in Power and Machines from Thapar University, Patiala, and PhD in Electrical and Instrumentation Engineering from a centrally funded deemed university established by Government of India, SLIET, Longowal. Starting his teaching profession as lecturer from SLIET in the year 1997, he has attained the position of Director, All India Council for Technical Education under Ministry of HRD, Government of India and New Delhi. He discharged his duties as Director, AICTE, New Delhi of University Bureau, Administration, NEQIP Cell, and in charge, Regional Office, Kerala, Prime Minister Special Scholarship Scheme. He is also founder, director of SWAYAM MOOCs project, which is an instrument for self-actualization, providing unique educational opportunities to the citizens of India for expanding their horizons of knowledge for a lifelong learning. Dr. Manna, with his persistent efforts and devotion, under the able guidance of his seniors at MHRD and AICTE, developed and made SWAYAM platform go live for public well within the targeted period. Dr. Manna received the Commendation Award from the then Honorable President Shri Pranab Mukherjee on 9th July 2017 during the launch of SWAYAM platform, one of the important digital initiatives of MHRD during 3 days national convention held during 8th July 2017. Dr. Manna successfully organized the Swachhata Ranking 2017 award ceremony on 14th September 2017 at the Ashok, New Delhi. Dr. Manna also successfully organized the inauguration of Hackathon on 9th November 2016 at Teen Murthy Bhavan, New Delhi, under the Benin championship of Honorable Union Minister for Human Resource Development in the presence of eminent academicians and intellectuals from all over the country. Dr. Manna conducted Smart India Hackathon workshops, the first and the biggest ever events in India under the aegis of MHRD, having support from as many as 25 ministries and government departments across the country to disseminate awareness among the students of computer, IT, electronics of all engineering and technological institutions for active participation in the world's largest event. Dr. Manna was deputed as visiting associate professor by Ministry of HRD to AIT Bangkok during 2012 session. He is a fellow of Institution of Engineers India and ISQM UK. He is senior member of IEEE USA, ISRD USA and IETI Hong Kong. Dr. Manna is also life member of ISTE India. Dr. Manna has published about 200 research publications in leading national and international journals and attended a number of conferences in the field of engineering and technology. He has delivered expert talks on various topics in his area of expertise on national TV channels and institutions in India. He is also serving as editor and reviewer for many international refereed journals, books and AICT News Bulletin. He has also contributed chapters for various prominent technical education books. Keeping in view of his vast experience in the area of technical education, IEEE Society has elected him as executive member of IEEE Delhi section for the year 2016. Dr. Manna has been conferred with the following awards: Shrashit Acharya Award, Bharat Excellence Award, Best Citizen of India Award in 2014, Outstanding Faculty Award in 2015, Rashtriya Shikshta Gaurav Puruskar Award in 2015, Exceptional Leadership of Excellence Award in 2017, Innovative Policy Maker Award in 2017, Eminent Engineers Award in 2017, Medal of Honor in 2018. He visited the countries like USA, Switzerland, Thailand, Singapore, and China to chair the sessions for invited talks, presenting papers, and on teaching assignments, etc. Many more feathers are there in his crown. To brief, sir, your profile will be a good inspiration for all of us. We are really happy to have you as expert speaker of the day, sir. I invite you to give the expert lecture now. Thank you, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Such a elaborated my biodata. You have read it. I think the participant must be thinking, is that today only the biodata session or it is a session by the concerned speaker? But anyhow, I'm really grateful to you. A special thanks to Dr. Shasilata, the Dean of the University, all the dignitaries of the universities, the chancellors, the vice chancellor, deans, directors, head of the departments, faculty members, and very special participants. Those are going to bear me for next 1 hour. So I hope I was in time, and these 10 minutes were not in my account. I will take my 60 minutes exclusively. So please be with me and not wasting a more time of you. Already you have heard, which is irrelevant to you, because if my award, it doesn't make any sense to you. If it is my, some acquirance, so it doesn't make sense. If I'm going to share something with you, that is going to make a sense if it is going to be really useful to you. So I'll try my best to give you the best of my topic, which I have decided exclusively for you people. And this is what I just wanted to share with you today in my talk. Dear participants, the subject research methodology is a well-known subject from last many years. Whoever did a PhD since 1970 onwards, they have came across this particular subject, topic, title, whatever may be so. Without qualifying this, or without going through with this content, they were not allowed to start doing their experimental work, their thesis work, their dissertation work, their paper writing work, something. With the time changes, technology changes, and we get so many new things in our life. This is what in the research methodology, I still remember my teacher, my professor, when they were, I think somebody's mic is unmuted. If they can mute, it will be a great help to me to make it a complete silence in the system so that the audience can enjoy. Thank you very much. Now it makes a sense. Our great professors and our great scientists, they started their career and they did so much, research in their area. Although the PhD was not that popular and that common as nowadays it is a cup of tea of every teacher. Without PhD, they can't become a professor, and everybody wants to become a professor. After all, why not? If you are in a teaching, so you want to have the highest elevation in your life, and then PhD is one of the title you must have it. Earlier, the PhD was not that. Even a BSc was professor in a BHU, and they were teaching to the so many students, and students become a doctorate. And they used to say that we are working on some kind of, the calculator was not there. Forget it, computer, calculator was not there. They were using some other kind of tools, technologies to be doing their mathematical calculations. No numerical techniques were there. It was a simple algebra, mathematics, and they were doing the way. But yes, research happened, innovation happened. If you forgetting, then I can make you to recall to Aryabhatta ji. I can make you to recall our Abdul Kalam ji. Abdul Kalam ji also, I don't think in his research time he could even use a laptop, but he's a great scientist in our country who given a new arena, new openings. So research is one passion. When you are in your passion, suppose before start my topic, I just want to give one or two openings in that. I'm a passionate of doing something gardening or maybe cooking. I'm a passionate. I want to do it. When I'll go to the kitchen to cook something to be served to my family, to my friends and nears and dears, I would be looking the best tool, like a pan. Oh, today I want to make a dosa. Oh, dosa? Where is a dosa tawa? No, you use this pan. No. I want dosa tawa only, because my dosa should be a paper dosa and it should be properly get flatted so that I can roll it and I can wrap it and I can serve to someone. Sometimes you are asking for one particular type of spoon. Oh, I want to have an ice cream. Where is my ice cream spoon? Why ice cream spoon? Take this. No, it is the soup spoon. Why I should use? When we are doing such a small activities at your home, and we are looking for the specific tools to get the better taste and to get the better preparation, can't we use the tools for our research, which is your passion? You're maybe going to publish some paper, you may be going to write some chapter, you're maybe going to do some patent or IPR or maybe something, or maybe you're going to create an e-content to be delivered to your students. Don't you think that you should have the best tools available in society, in open source, in market, so that I can produce, I can bring the great out of the available resources? So what is the meaning of research, objectives of research, motivation in research, classification of these are the common areas. I think I don't have to teach you. I don't have to teach, but still okay, because it's a research, search of knowledge. It's a systemized effort to gain any new knowledge, art of scientific investigation or manipulation of things and concepts. I'll tell you 4 things. Please remember in your mind whenever you discuss about the research. Means you wants to pursue your PhD or maybe your master's or dissertation. Data acquisition, data mining, data manipulation, and finally data presentation. I repeat, data acquisition. You have to acquire a data, literature review, reading so many papers, journals, books, discussing. Then data mining, you are going to be searching for the particular that area in which you want to pursue your research, because baal ki khal nikalna. You are going to be touched to that pinpoint in which area, because books talks about a huge things, but you're looking for one particular gap analysis. Then data manipulation, how to be get comparative analysis, how to be get the readings out of it. Manipulation is not a bad word. Manipulating does mean that to making it to be that logical end. And finally it is your presentation, maybe your body language, maybe your fluency, maybe your PPTs, maybe your content, of course, maybe your paper. That is presentation. I think this I conclude in 4 words, but basically the research is going to be taken care of. Now I'll go to the next part. Why this kind of things are happening? Okay, let me, my screen may not be visible. Again, I have to go for my, this Google Suite sometimes I'm finding. Anyhow, I hope I'll be in position to present back. Yes. Main components of research, defining, refining problem, formulation, formulating hypotheses, suggested solutions, collecting, organizing, evaluating data, making deductions, testing, etc., etc., etc. This is the component. I'm not going to spend a time on this also. Although it needs what? Critical thinking, positive thinking, thinking out of a box, innovative thinking. If your thinking can be innovative, but your tools are not innovative, I know how to cook dosa innovative way, but I don't get the proper, tawa or maybe the flame limit. I think I lost. I have a great ingredients in my mind to be great, but how I can produce it because I do not have the tools. That's what I am emphasizing on the tools more. What type of research you're doing? Descriptive or maybe analytic, applied, maybe fundamental, or qualitative, maybe quantitative, conceptual, maybe empirical. These are the research types. This is what I think the broad area. That's why I'm touching this area, because base should be clear. Why we are here today and what we are going to discuss about the research methodology. Of course, I'm putting AI enabled. So I want to bring some deep learning, machine learning, and some latest tools, computational tools, which we can use and which are available. What are the terms we are using? Research methods, research methodology, and of course, this is what I would like to say here. What is that? 5 W's. What you are going to do? Sir, I'm going to do research. What means in this area? Why? Sir, I want to do PhD. Oh, is it for the PhD? No, sir, I just actually want to get one SCI paper. When you will publish? Sir, maybe next year. Where you will publish? In which journal? In which particular citation? With whom you are going to be co-authored or cite or to taken the references? 5 W's. And these 5 W's are incomplete if you do not have what? If you do not have how. How? This is research. How? What, when, where, why, with whom, how? That is research, I believe, and I feel. That gives sense over here. Characteristics. I am going to discuss the characteristics. Research is directed towards the solution of a problem based upon observable experiences or evidences, empirical evidences, demands accurate observation made by researcher, involves gathering new data, what I said, data acquisition, using existing data. Research activities are characterized by careful design procedures. It requires expertise like skills and of course tools using. If you are not good to use how to create a PPT on a PowerPoint and you don't know how to use a Word file with the review to get the plagiarism check or maybe the repetitive words, I think you are losing something. So research is objective and logical, applying every possible test to validate what exactly, because most of the research requires some experimental or maybe nowadays simulation. Research involves a quest for answers to unsolved problems. Always be ready to answer to many unanswered questions which going to be created because of your research, because of your new article, because of your new area gap analysis. Let your examiner, let your colleagues, let your friends, let your students, let the audience to be asked questions. Then it is a research. If there is a no question answers, there is no research. Courage. Yes, I will definitely bring energy change. I will bring some social impact. I should bring some cost effectiveness. I should bring some environmental impact by replacing existing device, idea, design, tool, formula. Rutherford everybody heard. Bohr everybody heard. There was no conflict of interest between the Rutherford and Bohr. But end of the day, there was a one iteration, there was a one ideology, then there is another ideology. And do we stop there? Do we stop with the 4 planets which were discovered and today we are reaching so many planets? Do we stop with the 1 or 2 elements or metals we could discover and today's my periodic table is, I think, going to be unpredictable? What we studied during my chemistry of 10th and what we are going to teach in today's chemistry of 10th, I think there is a change. change because we people are adding something, new nodes, new arena. Started from the steam engine, reaching to the bullet train. How could not be invented a bullet train at that time only when we were talking about the steam engine? No, there was an ample quantity of coal at that time. Look into the resources, look into the challenges, then only the research is going to take place. If there is no challenge, then there is no research. And if there is no resource, there is no need of research at all. Today we are researching of what? To make use of the resources in a better way, in a safe way, to make our future safe, to make our future generation safe. This is what research characterized by the patient and unhurried activities. So this is what basically we are going to be. I think my system is have some virus, I believe. Anyhow, research is carefully recorded and reported. Carefully recorded and reported is the important thing. If it is not recorded today, then tomorrow it's a reinventing of wheel. And we don't want the reinventing of wheel. Today already we researched it, we tabulated it, we documented it. Let the future extensions to come. Not the same efforts to be put by the many more man hours in my country. It's a wastage of national resources, national property, national economy. So we should not do the research of research. Yes, we should do the research of search. That's so it's sort of a cycle. Well, you have to plan something, then you have to create a structure, then you have to strategy a research, then you have to create a blueprint. We call it as a drafting, the plan for which you are going to be. What kind of design helps to give direction, helps to decision making, smooth working, of course, reliability. Today we talk about the compactness, speediness, and of course, reliability. If reliability is missing, I think the research missing the core ingredient, reliability, and of course, the effective results, the accuracy. That is another part, accuracy. This is a good design. You know, it should be flexible enough. It should be efficient to be worked, economical. Today in our country, if we are talking about something, oxygen concentrators or, you know, that ventilators, don't you think that designs are available in the society? Yes, a lot many designs, but they are not so economical. They are not so easy to design well and to manufacture in a days. We need some flexible, efficient, economical, minimize the bias, and of course, maximize the reliability. These are the features for the designs which is supposed to be. What are the important concepts relating to the research design? You know, dependent and independent variables. If you are talking something about your research, okay, you may be doing research in a biotechnology, maybe in electrical, maybe in a mechanical, maybe in some management area. What are the dependent variables and what are the independent variables? If you do not have this, you can't make the boundary conditions. When you can't make the boundary conditions, you can't start doing any numerical techniques applicable. Today you talk about MATLAB, you talk about FEMLab, you talk about Skylab. There are so many tools, open source as well as licensed versions available. And end of the day, we do require this for the iterations. We can't afford to make a satellite first before to launch. We have to simulate a satellite 1,000 times before we are going to construct and then we are going to launch. You know what? Time saving, money saving, energy saving, of course, many lives saving. Creating a nuclear power plant without doing the simulation part, I think it is taking a bad shape. So the extraneous variable, these, you know, some variables are hidden. You never know about it. If they could know about this variable, we could not lose our Kalpana Chawla. What was that? Because the outside change of temperature, inside change of temperature, the change delta T, they could not work upon to that level. That big change is going to be make the big loss to the country, our nation, great astronauts. And we also lose our young astronaut of country, Kalpana Chawla, because some kind of, you know, hidden variable. Same thing happened to our presently when we are launching something to Mars, and I think we are going to be successful in coming days very soon. Control. Many things are under direct control. Some things are not direct, but they are indirect. Means the linear control as well as no linear control system. We need certain, you know, experiments to be happen. Hypothesis has to be get created. We imagine okay, tomorrow I have to travel to Delhi. It can be a big traffic on road. I should go by aeroplane. Aeroplane is going to become costly. Shall I go with the Stabdi? Stabdi may have a big traffic and may not get a ticket. What is this? This is totally my hypothesis with the available resources, with the available scope of work. And then finally with my mind analysis, with my past experience, with my historical data, I'm going to be get some kind of hypothesis model to be get created. This is what the design says. Outcomes, most important. End of the day, what you are doing research, if doesn't have the outcome of that, it doesn't make any sense. In my country, India, I say very, I should not say, it's not a proud talk. So many PhDs are happening in my country. Just go to the Shod Ganga. It's a UGC portal, and every PhD is supposed to be get uploaded. The thesis is going to be uploaded before confer the degree. And just look at the imbalancing, in the sense, if the 1,000 PhDs are going to be registered in a 1 month of time throughout the country, there are 900 plus universities those are capable to register the PhDs. Even I could see in your VTU, Bengaluru itself, I think in a one convocation, they are able to confer that PhDs more than 400, I believe. If I'm not wrong, there's more than 300. So I was wondering, these many PhDs we are doing in India, do we have the same number of patents or same kind of innovative things? Because PhD means something new. We are going to create something new. So some new design, some new fabrication, some new solutions should come to the country. Do we have? I think most of the PhDs are going in the Almira only, just for doing for sake. So the participants should understand the general definition of research design. Participants should know why education research is undertaken. End of the day, it should serve something to the society, to the nation, to the mankind, of course, to the environment. And in that way, I think it is an outcome. If it is just for doing sake that I have done something in simulated and it's not workable or not designable or not any solution, I don't think this is a PhD or it is a research. Challenges are there. Yes, challenges are there. Not similar to science, uncontrollable variables, human tendencies. We start work, sir, I lost my interest in this because I got married, sir. My husband is not allowing for sitting along in lab, sir. I'm dropping my PhD in between. Oh, we spend a lot on you. We invested. Investment of time. One professor given a 1 year and he given his idea. And in between, you're living in between. Time and money, sir. It needs a big equipment, sir. Sorry, sir. My research proposal has been declined by AICT or UGC, so I can't pursue my research because I don't have money. No private company player is coming to be fund me because they don't trust me, sir. They said it may flop, it may not flop. So the courageous you have to have, just like a Dr. Preeta Sharan. She's doing amazingly a research of worth of crore of rupees because she knows that once she is going to submit the idea and proposal and she is going to follow up and she is having the proper evidence record, definitely that project is going to be get kicked and he or she is going to be get a money for their students. So like this, we have many things, and please excuse me, I think today my this laptop is giving some trouble. Lack of computerization. Yes, it is one of the challenge. Lack of computerization. What is that? If you do not have the computational tool with you, you can't pursue it. And today, I don't think any research in any area without computers. Lack of scientific training, methodology. If you do not know how to use a vernier caliper in the lab or a screwdriver in the lab to measure simple dia, do you think that you will be able to use very high specificated equipments? There are worth of crores of equipments lying in many good labs, but we never open the manual and we don't have the trainers to give the demonstration. And sometimes we don't know the true features of that equipment. Equipment is having amazing features because the company simply sell it, dump it, and went. They give a demo to one professor to whom they have to get the certified utilization and to get the payment. And the young teachers, the young scholars, when they are coming to work on this equipment, they don't have the training on this. Now I'll start with my area of discussion today. Please be concentrated selecting the right tool, right platform. It's most important. Many youngsters, when they start doing the research methodology, in their area, they grab so many apps. Oh, you have this, please give me CD. Oh, you have this, please give me CD. Don't make your laptop junk of so many softwares, so many apps. You concentrate what is the tool which is easy to install, easy to use, easy to interface, and cover the platforms with your hardware and software and mobile desktop. I think that is the right tool. The tool which you are going to be used. Scripting language, Java, Perl, Python, etc. supported while examining this. If you are good in Java, you don't look into Python and don't be fascinated. Oh, you know, in Python I could do in 5 minutes. It's okay. When you are expertise in Java, I think you can do in half an hour. But your results may be more reliable sometimes. Or end of the day, you will be comfortable doing your research. So do not get confused and be unhappy to understand your product support and this thing. And whenever you are selecting a tool, you must see the licensing. If it is a freeware, it's okay. If it is a licensing, maybe of some minimum amount, because when you are in between the research and then one toolbox is required and which is required a license, you will lose your heart. Oh, I never knew this is going to be freeware. So you must be pakka about the product support and documentation, the user manual, the help that should be available. Selecting a right tool is the most important when you are doing automated research or maybe a AI-enabled research, computational research. When you talk something about the script-based automation tools, in script-based there are many types. The very first type is a code-based. Most of the candidates writing some codes. It may be with the Android-based or maybe iOS-based. So when you are doing some coding, because coding is required, you go for any GUI, you go for any kind of MATLAB text file, or maybe any coding. It may be on a C language, C++ or Java, or other kind of tools. It should be a typical code-based to support programming language. You should know which language is correlated to with particular tool. Many of the softwares are having compatibility issue with the many language scripts. If you talk about the low-code tools, that is a GUI platform to enable a non-technical team members to write and run the test cases, which reduces what? I think I recommend this. It reduces your time. It reduces your team size. So low-code automation testing platforms typically require set of the minimal coding to tweak, because everybody can't be a great coder. You maybe not, you are doing research in a biotechnology or maybe sometimes in a physics or maybe chemistry. You may not be healthy in a coding. Can't we use this kind of Cerberus testing or Argos labs, etc.? Though it requires low code. Even you don't require a code at all. Yes, there are so many no-code tools are also available, just like low-code tools. Those allow for codeless test scripts, which can be reused in different environment. This is graphical user interface by dragging and dropping, just bringing from the lab. I think now we are using a virtual lab. You go to SWAM and you a virtual lab, you don't have to design a rheostat. You don't have to design a ammeter and voltmeter. You have the proper trainer kits. You can conduct so many experiments with the simulated trainer kits. So it means you do not require to write a code on that. You don't have to create the icons with the help of code. So these kind of things, Cloud QA, Catalan Studio, Renorex, Subject 7, Test Project, Test Complete, Test Architect, Texting Wiz, these are no-code tools. When we're talking about the automation, when we're talking about the artificial intelligence sort of things, these are the automations are available for our youngsters. Those are doing something in a research and in their research methodology. If they are going to use some maybe code, maybe less code, or maybe no code. We'll go beyond to this. Robotic, neither writing a code, neither even running in a tester. What we have in test automation boards, eliminate the need for the test script even. GUI testing, web applications, automated regression testing, ART, automated regression testing, which aims to check for defects in existing features after a software system updates. These are the boards. Sometimes we are going to install our new software in our laptop or maybe desktop. there are so many yellow window comes. It has the conflicting with this particular app, conflicting with this particular file. Then we uninstall it. This is the beauty. Neither I wrote a code, neither I created a problem with my hard disk or my CPU or my system. So filling out the submitting forms, clicking links, the checking output page, recognizing text UI elements on a page, validating the resulting information of the API request, that is application interface. So these are the robotic tools, I can say the latest tools. Now, beyond this level, look, I started with the coding, less coding, no coding, and of course, robotics. Now it is artificial enabled automation tools. That is called machine learning algorithms. Deep learning algorithms. In testing, automation typically requires large database to train the data. Only the thing is, my computer, my laptop, in which I have a machine learning tool has been run algorithm, they are watching my activities. Dr. Manna at night 10 o'clock starts working on a MATLAB. And daily he is running one program. He is doing this. Today when I will switch on my laptop is ready with my solution. Oh, Dr. Manna, you come back. Okay, nice to see you. Look at the iterations which I run for you. I think you are looking these values. Oh, how come you know? Machine learning. Machine is learning from your daily routine. It is self-trained, you know. There is a supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforced learning. In the machine learning, there are three types. Unsupervised learning, in between. First is supervised learning. Mere samne karna. Whatever you're doing, do in front of me. You may burn your hand when we say to our kids, when he's going to cook a Maggie. After 2 months, okay, you cook a Maggie, I'm waiting in a room. A third one, beta, today you can make your food yourself. I'm not coming home. Oh, reinforce. You have so much confidence that he will learn how to switch on the stove and how to put a pan and there's a hot oil, because it's reached to that level, training level. So detect GU defects, monitor software change, update existing tests to align with the changes, update UI elements, field names, test graphs, etc. These are the tools. AppRetools ICE you can use, Functionize you can use, Mabel you can use, Parasoft you can use, Test AI, Testimo IO. These are the AI tools which can use for the test selections, test maintenance of your script, of your running the algorithms for your research area. Now we are going to understand the top existing tools and frameworks. You know, development of neural network is a long process which requires a lot thought behind the architecture and whole bunch of nuances. So now we are going beyond ANN, artificial neural network. We are going beyond fuzzy logic. We are going for the artificial intelligence. When we are going to the artificial intelligence, these are the 12 major tools which I'm going to discuss today for the research area, research domain in which you can take use of them. You can take use of them. Look at one. The scikit-learn, I'm showing purposely logo. When you are searching on a computer, you can search it. Oh, this is the same logo. This is what I was talking. It is the most well-known ML, that is a machine learning libraries. It underpins many administrated and unsupervised learning calculations. Unsupervised learning calculations. End of the day, iterations. We are changing some composition of material. We are changing some boundary conditions. We are changing some temperature, pressure, or maybe velocity, or maybe current. And then we are running the same algorithm, software. This is what is going to be happen. Choice trees, bunching k-price. It expands on two essential libraries of Python, NumPy and SciPy. These are the latest coding tools we are using. So calculations for regular AI and data mining assignments, including bunching, relapse and orders. Wherever your simulation is going to be collapsed, they use the word relapsed. So they are going to restart. Indeed, even undertakings like changing information, feature determination, and ensemble techniques can be executed in a couple of lines. In 2 lines, you can change the whole script. By writing 2 lines, you can change the whole script. This is one of the tool. AutoML, amazing. AutoML is probably one of the strongest and fairly recent addition to the arsenal of tools available at disposal of machine learning engineers. As described in the introduction, optimizations are the essence of machine learning tasks. I told you. So this is what, especially true in the black box, like a neural networks, wherein they're determining, neural network is a black box. It is a neurons, and you don't know which particular neurons is going to get disturbed. End of the day, it's a brain. And this is what happened to the human brain also, although it's one of the best machine tool, a human brain, human mind. So this Auto ML is going to give you the all kind of solutions which we do require from the ML libraries. This is what is optimizing your tasks, optimizing your iterations. This is what. Now, few of the tools, OpenNN, jumping from something that is completely beginner friendly to something. If you are a starter, you are a beginner. It features a tool, Neural Designer, for advanced analytics, which provides graphs and tables to interpret data entries. Every youngster, every beginner wants some graphs. Of course, some tabular. You may be using a MATLAB. Sometimes you may be using some Excel sheets or something. Can't we try to this? You must try to this OpenNN, and you will find amazing GUIs are going to be. And H20 is an open source, free of cost platform. It is an artificial intelligence tool which business oriented and help them to make a decision from data and enables the user to draw insights. So many graphical representations are required to be put before the examiner or to our papers, research papers, to readers, viewers. So there is one is open source, and if you can pay something, then it is a Sparkling Water. Sparkling Water is another AI tool. It's amazing one, which having a deep learning algorithm. Instead of machine learning, it has a deep learning. Deep learning is the next version of machine learning platform. And it is going to give you the help for the decision making of your data, which you are going to fetch in the form of Excel sheets or other way. Okay. Again, Google open source. Google ML Kit. Have you ever tried this? It's a purely machine learning beta SDK for mobile developers. Is designed to enable developers to build personalized features. It works on your Apple phone as well as your Android phone. In India, most of the people we are using Apple or Android. Very few are using Windows phones. So this API is very much installable to your mobile. You can comfortably, this includes a feature such as a face, text recognitions. Many times we have the PDF files. We want to create OCR. So, and from OCR, you have to create some tabulars, maybe Excel sheets, something, barcode, scanning, imaging, labeling. Many things can be helped with the Google Machine Learning Kit. That is Google ML Kit. Very famous. You can install anytime. You can use anytime. Then you will see this kind of tools are helping a lot in your research methodology when you start working on your research work. Okay, TensorFlow. TensorFlow is one of the fascinating component which is very much compatible with the C++ and CUDA level to run any kind of GPU. That is in a graphical presentation users. So this is executed sometimes of profound learning calculations. Huge learnings. That calculations needs a big RAM, big processing time that can be saved if you utilize the TensorFlow. It utilizes an arrangement of multi-layered hubs that enables you to rapidly set up, train, and send counterfeit neural system with a huge data sets. Because in many calculations, in numerical techniques especially, or maybe in empirical formulas, we do require the calculations. And sometimes we struggle with our system, desktop. Where you will go? Limit is 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM. How much invest? Why don't you apply some tools which are going to save your money, your time, and of course your energy as well as. Okay, again, I'll take up to the next one. This is what I just wanted to show here. CAFE is a profound learning structure made with the articulation, speed, and measure quality. I repeat, articulation, speed, and measure quality as a top priority. You want a speed? you use this. You want some quality of research results, because it is a Berkeley Vision and Learning Center. It is created by Berkeley. You know everybody, Berkeley, University of Berkeley is amazing. The great scientists have created this, and it is by network donors. So it is going to be open source. Google's Deep Dream depends on CAFE framework. Your Google, one of the application Deep Dream, works on this CAFE framework. This structure is a BSD authorized C++. You see, you written a code on a C++. C++ everybody knows, even a +2 level or metric level student. You written a code in C++, you can run on this CAFE. It's an amazing AI tool, I think, and we can use of it. Sometimes it is a licensed also. You have to pay some money. Yes, MAXNET. So MAXNET is trading computation time for memory via forgettable backdrop. Many times you miss the data, you lose the data, you can't retrieve the data, you can't search the data from the archival. This is the tool built with scalability in mind. Fairly easy to use support with the multi-GPU and multi-machine training programs. Lots of cool features like easily writing custom layers in high-level languages. You type in simple English, he will understand your simple English. That is a MAXNET. Unlike almost all other major frameworks, it is not directly governed by major corporation, which is healthy situation for an open source community. You don't have to pay money since it is open source, not highly paid. So you can write in a simple English and you can use MAXNET. There are so many AI tools. When you start doing the research work and experimental work and maybe the iteration work, simulation work, these tools are helping a lot. You know, we start with the LaTeX. Okay, LaTeX is one. Okay, we start with the ABA. We start with the IEEE standards for writing a research papers, writing a thesis. So many AI tools are available to make your template ready to fetch your data in your dissertation, to make it in a dissertation form. Only thing is you have to train the machine with your template, which is given by the concerned university or a journal. Every journal have their own template. You fetch the template, it is ready. You fetch your Word file data, automatically it's going to give a line space, your justification, your graphical representation, synonyms, syntax, everything is going to become with this AI tools. Yes, Keras. If you like a Python way of doing things, Keras is for you. High-level library for neural network using TensorFlow or Theano is in backend. So majority of the practical problems like picking an architecture suitable for a problem, image recognition problem, configuration of network optimization problem, etc., can easily be solved or executed with the Keras. So this is one, again, AI tool which you can use, which is available for your installation, and you can make this. Theano. Theano is a wonderful folded over Keras, an abnormal state neural system library that runs nearly in parallel with the Theano library. It is a parallel job. You know, sometimes you want to be doubly sure. You are running one platform on a C++, you use a Python 2.7 or Python 3.5. You can compare the results with the C++ script written as well as on the Python. So you can make a good research paper or comparative analysis, which can be helped with this Theano. So Theano this enables to make information escalated, counts up to multiple times quicker than what kept running on CPU. What you are doing on your CPU for ordinary simulation, it is going to be done in a fraction of minutes. This is what one tool which has to be installed. Okay, Pytrok and CNTK is again one tools, and we are using a purely AI system created by Facebook. Yes, Facebook has given this particular code on GitHub that 22K stars. You know, on a Facebook, wherever your photo is there, wherever, they will search for you and they will show tagged by someone. Do you want to tag yourself? Is it you? It's your memory. You visited there. The places recognition, face recognition, location recognition, so many things. So Pytrok is developed by the Facebook, and it is now useful in many areas. And CNTK is similar one, which is a gradient descents, and for error back propagation, we are using CNTK. This is another tool. With this, I think I have completed well in time to my tools because we have some discussions time. So I just wanted to close here my screen, going to the free part.
I request the participants, any queries are there, please be interactive.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Sir, thank you, sir. This is Dr. Sasilata. Rightly, you pointed out that research should come out with innovation, sir. Research, normally it will not come out with the innovations. So if the research scholars, if they are able to research with the innovations in mind, definitely they will have very good innovative concepts and patents will come out. And also, I would like to mention there are some AI tools available like Auto ML, Google ML Kit. You have described a lot of amazing AI tools which will be useful for whether it is useful for all sort of research. Say, for example, in the Department of Electrical Engineering, many people are doing research on power electronics drives, power systems, renewable energy systems. Whether these tools are suitable for those systems, there. This is my question.
Okay, very valid question. I think if all the participants could join me in the beginning, they could see my very first slide. Selecting a tool is the most important job. Every tool is not meant for all kind of research. That's why there are many tools. Then why so many softwares are existing in the market? You know, ANSYS is doing separately, NSoft is doing separately, Maxwell is doing separately, and of course your MATLAB is doing separately. Why? Because our research domain area is so widened, so expandable. Even if I'm doing something on a transformers and that inrush current calculation, my FAMLab may not help me there, because in FAMLab my boundary conditions are the Dirichlet and Newman, and at the same time I will go for the Maxwell. Maxwell will do a good part in my transformer for inrush current, that is a magnetization. I'm just giving example. But when I'm doing for the DC machines, I think my ANSYS will help me a lot. That's why all AI tools are, one of the particular AI tool is not fit for all kind of researches. You have to see what is your area of research and what kind of calculations, what kind of iterations, what kind of simulation you are going to take place, and what are your boundary conditions, what are your variables. There are two types of variables. I told you the parameters. One is the constant variables and one is the hidden variables. So based on that, your variables, you have to decide the tool. So now earlier days we were doing a literature review. Now in the literature review, I asked to my candidate, spend 20% of your energy and time during the literature review 6 months for the tools literature review. See what tools published, which particular paper has been published with the help of which tool, because tool has to be cited by the author. I have taken my graphs, I have taken my readings, I have taken my calculations with the help of this particular tool. They have to cite it. Based on that, we can make up a mind whether I'm going to Console, FAMLab, whether I'm going to be MATLAB, whether I'm going to be a ML kit. And it is a tool. There are so many areas. One area is script writing. Another area is simulation. Third area is GUI, that is a graphical representation. It means one person who's pursuing a PhD, he needs the 3 different types of tools at the 3 different types of levels of their PhD. For script writing is a different, simulation running experimental is entirely different, and of course finally you have to present your papers and the thesis, you need the graphs. So then again you need an AI tool or this kind of tools. So selecting a tool, yes, every tool cannot be served to the every problem. This is what I just want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the explanation. So I think the session is very good, informative session. The scholars, faculty members who are available in this call, they are able to get enough guidance from you. Thank you, sir. Dr. K. Modi, you would like to say anything? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Any more questions from the participant side? Okay, ma'am. I'll conclude the session. Very good afternoon to one and all present here. I thank the distinguished speaker for giving a very good lecture. We have learned how to start the research, how to proceed it safely, importance of the quality research and the effective tools needed for doing research in AI, We will adapt everything in our research to produce a quality product in future, sir. From your lecture, the participants have gained more knowledge that we will incorporate in future, sir. I thank Dr. Preeta Charan Madam for giving an opportunity to get a very good lecture from you. And I thank both of you by our management, the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, our Dean, and the most important, the participants. Very thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We had a very great opportunity.
Thank you, and special thanks to Dr. Preeta Sharan. Special thanks to the whole university management and you both coordinators. You have coordinated very well, and that's why I could present it before the participants. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you. Your talk was very nice. Even I was
Thank you.
listening from the starting to ending.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sharan, for
Yes.
listening my talk. Thank you.
Yes.